Good morning, everybody. Jody Brozick of Winter Warriors Live here with head coach Dan Aaker of your Winter Warriors. Dan, we're going to go right to it. The word deja vu. Do you feel like things are shaping up a lot like last year?
Kind of hard, you go with a kind of a solid beating by Sioux Falls Christian, wondering who we are, to a solid game against Stanley County, building some confidence, and now really being into the big tester of who are we as a team, where are we going, where do we need to go. Have we made strides from week 1 to week 3? That's probably the biggest one, because we're going to see a team that does a lot of similar things in a different fashion, but the same things they want to accomplish, the same things that Sioux Falls Christian was able to accomplish against us. So have we made strides? But yeah, it is. It's very similar to last year. I hope the outcome is like last year, because I felt that really propelled us for the rest of the year. And I think no matter what happens tonight, it's a matter of competing and playing well, and seeing those strides that we've been trying to work on, and feeling good about how you played when you walked off. But very similar to mindset and everything that we were dealing with this time last year.
Well, let's take a look back at last week's victory over Stanley County. A lot of good things come out of that game, especially coming out of that week 1 victory. Do you know a little more about who you are after the Stanley County game, and what things did you like the most?
To be honest with you, 2 things I liked the most, and it had nothing to do with X's and O's and execution. It was, I felt we got some confidence from that, and then just the happiness in our guys after the game. They were, just having fun in the locker room after a win, and those are the little things that I think really propel you. I could see the tightness a little bit, and everybody was happy for each other. And we played well. There was things to be happy about, which was different than the week before too. But that was really good to see. I think that's a big stepping stone for this team about finding out who they are, and I think we're tighter now because of that. But from an X's and O and execution standpoint, big plays were big.
Yeah.
And that was a focus going in as a big goal for us for this season. Because honestly, last year we really struggled getting them. We just struggled getting big plays. A lot of them came through the air, which is nice to have that balance. Brady threw the ball really, really well, and we made some nice catches. If those don't happen, it's a different type ball game. But momentum really on our side early, and really put Stanley County in a bad position and tough, and I think it really hurt them mentally too. And we did what you're supposed to do when you get on a team, is you just keep hammering away and don't take the foot off the pedal. And so we ran the ball, we threw the ball. Defensively, we played a lot better. We're disappointed in the one drive, and it's just, we talk about 11 guys doing their job. You have 1 or 2 that take a wrong angle or get sucked in or something, and that's how big plays happen against you. And so those are things we got to learn from too. But from top to bottom, obviously a solid win. We got a lot of people in the second half. We had a running clock again, and on the good side this time. Mm-hmm. And so I thought it was a good stepping stone. But yeah, to be honest with you, I thought the biggest positive was the reaction, and just seeing the guys, like pressure had been lifted off, and let's have fun and play some football, and that's what we kind of talked about all week leading up to it too. So.
Well, let's look ahead. We talked about deja vu, West Central on the schedule. Real quick, West Central winner total state championships.
19.
19.
Just talked about that with the guys this morning too, and just understand. I try to give them little history lessons every once in a while to understand the programs you're talking about and the traditions you're talking about. Very similar. They were an unbelievable run, late 80s through 2000s, early 2000s, and they're a true program. Yeah. Very well coached and fundamentally sound, and they're going to bring it every night that they step out there. That was the first time we beat them since '87. So, and we hadn't played them a lot in between there, but we had not beat them since '87. And then you go back to '93, the triple overtime state championship. So there's a history between the schools too a little bit. But 37 years of playoffs, 19 of them between those 2 schools. That's over 1 a year between the 2. That's pretty impressive.
Those are storied programs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the 2018 Kent Mueller West Central Trojans. What do you expect tonight?
And, you go back the 30 years, they haven't changed a lot. They still run an unbalanced wing tee and try to, do their off-tackle stuff and throw some play action in there. And they're going to try to keep it on the ground. When we saw we actually saw the highlights last week against T on the news, and all they showed was them throwing. I'm like, holy cow! They went shotgun, change things. They will at times, and they're big plays that game were big throws to, I think, the Miller kid 44. But when you went back and watched film, they're still doing the things that they want to do. They want to control the ball. They want to keep it on the ground. They've shown the ability to throw. The quarterback, I think this is his third year starting.
Fourth year.
Fourth, so you've got some time as a freshman. So you got some veteran there, and all their backs are back. They run about, I wouldn't say we're focused on one back at all. They run four, and they're all very similar. So, it's a team effort trying to stop the team. Defensively, they're a hard team to prepare for because Kent, he runs the defense too. He's an attacking-minded defensive coach, and they look like they're lined up in two gap positions, and all of a sudden they're slanting and they're taking gaps. And we did the best we can to try to prepare guys for that. And it's really, double teams are probably out against these guys. It's just trying to get a hat on a hat and moving the line of scrimmage. But yeah, they haven't changed. They're very fundamentally sound. They did turn the ball over a little bit against T. That would be nice if they did it again tonight to help us out a little bit. But turnovers in a big game like this, special teams, I think, are a big one tonight. We gave up way too many yards punting last year. We set them up with some good field position, but our defense was able to hold last year. So, they didn't play very good against us last year. And when I say that, they had a lot of opportunities they didn't convert that we, especially play action. They had about 4 drop balls that could have really changed that game last year. So our secondary, they'll lull you in and run, and then run the same boot that we do, and that we have success with our boot too because it's just hard to cover if you're thinking run all the time. So, yeah, it's just exciting, lead up to, as you said before, 2 really good programs, and it should be a really, really good football game.
Pretty experienced team coming in for West Central, returning, I think, 7 on offense, 8 on defense. What's the mindset been this week? You talked about fun after that game. How's the follow-up to this game been, preparation-wise?
Kind of the typical same week we normally have. Tuesday was a struggle, but we're trying to get them and showing them that stuff, and I think everybody, I don't know, I walked off Tuesday really frustrated practice, but they responded, and we come back really well Wednesday, and I think we're ready for what we wanted to do from a coach's standpoint, game plan. But now it's one-on-one, and we got to win battles individually and as a team in order to be successful. But I think they're excited to play. Like I said, I talked to them a little, and I try to do that quite a bit about the history of programs and stuff. And I don't know if that means a lot to them, but I think they'll find out when they step out in the field because I expect a big crowd tonight from both sides. And I'm sure some of the parents and things have talked about the history of West Central in winter. But they're kids, they just want to play a football game too. So, and I think they're excited to play this team.
Good luck tonight. Last game on the schedule before the bye week. Good luck tonight, Dan.
Thanks. We need it, Jody.